Do you rewatch any animes and which ones? Basically, if I like an anime, I will 90% of the time rewatch it. So it is basically just like, oh, I'm bored, I'm gonna rewatch this anime. I feel like watching this now. So I don't have like specific ones that I rewatch, I just rewatch whatever I like. What are your thoughts on dubbed anime? I don't really like it. I feel like it takes away a lot of things in anime, but I'm like that in general though. Like if I watch a Norwegian movie, I want to watch it in Norwegian because it is more authentic to what the movie is about if it was made in Norwegian. When I was a kid, I watched French, basically children's shows, and I watched it in French because it was what the language was, and I think that's why I'm like that. So if it's anime, I would like to watch it in Japanese, but there have been some that I actually really enjoyed dubbed, like Cowboy Bebop and Patty and Stocking. So there are exceptions. What are your favorite genres? I have a lot. Like, I'm not picky, basically. I like most things. I watch everything from shonen to horror, to romance, to ecchi. I'm basically just like, I'm gonna watch everything. What's your hentai kink? I'm not telling you. Character crushes. I've had 3 like hardcore crushes on anime characters. The first one is Sebastian from Kuroshichu. The second one was Zero from Vampire Knights, and the third one is now Shoto Todoroki from Boku no Hero Academia. They're hot as fuck and their personality is just on point. So, mwah. What's your favorite anime scene? Don't want to spoil too much, but the scene from Erased where she got her first meal, that one is just so amazing. That one just touched my heart, and it was just like so well made, and you could like feel what she was feeling. I love that scene, like hands down best scene in all of anime, I feel like. Mwah. If you could meet an anime character, which one would it be and why? I would, to be honest, take any anime character that wants to meet me. So, but I would like to meet some of my favorites who I've already mentioned and I'm going to mention soon. So, what are some overhyped anime in your opinion? Sword Art Online and Bleach. I don't like them and I feel like they're overhyped. Bleach was a way better manga and Sword Art Online was just a letdown. So, what got you interested in anime? What's your favorite thing about it? What got me first interested was basically the language, because like I said, as a kid I had a lot of different languages around me. Like I said, I watched French, I had a lot of Swedish friends, there was Norwegian, there was English. So when I heard Japanese, I just fell in love with the language. That was the first thing. Then it was the art style, and because I draw a lot, it just like spoke to me that this is an art style I really like, and it was like just something I hadn't seen and I really like it, and to this day I still really love it. And then it was like the stories, the different stories that they could tell and how they were portrayed, and that was really what made me fall in love with anime 100%. My least favorite thing, I don't really have that. It's just sometimes they make bad anime, and that's basically my least favorite thing. Or if they ruin an anime, or like basically ruin an anime game by making it into an anime, or ruin a manga by making it into a bad anime. Like Danganronpa is an amazing game. It's very interesting and it's very unique, the same with Persona, but the animes are really bad. And then there are also mangas that, like Bleach for example, is a very good manga, but the anime turned out very shit, and that's basically my least favorite thing. I have like a list here because now we're going into voice actors. And these are also some of my favorite characters, so keep that in mind. So my favorite voice actor is Daisuke Ono, who voice acts for Sebastian in Kuroshichu, Arthur August Angel in Aono Exorcist, Nagi from Dead Man Wonderland, Shizo from Durarara, Jack Vesarius from Pandora Hearts, Irvin Smith from Attack on Titan, which are some of my favorite shows and favorite characters, so let me know that as well. But he is an amazing voice actor, and it just like, you really get the feeling of that he can make you like really feel what the character is feeling and what it's thinking and stuff, and it's just so unique. Voice actress is Risa Tenada, who voice actors Kaori from Your Lie in April, Saki from Shinsekai Yori, Mirai for I was always about to say Miraniki, but that's not that. Mira is the name of the character from Hyuuuge no Kanata, which is not a well-known series. I have not heard anyone talk about it, but it's very good. I really like it. Queen from No Game No Life, and Arena from Shokugeki no Soma, which are also some of my favorite characters and shows. So, the more you know. My camera keeps dying, so it's on charge now, but I need to sit on the floor, so... Woo! What anime were you hyped about but really let you down? One of them is Sword Art Online, which I have already mentioned, and to be honest, my nerdy side was so fucking excited for this anime because it sounded like a fucking cool concept, I'm not gonna lie. So when I started watching it and I didn't like it, it let me down. I wish they would have done it differently, because then I think that it would have become an as as amazing as most shonens. I think it would have been. Another one is Bleach, because like I really enjoyed the manga, so when I watched it and I feel like it became a mess. Like it really let me down. Like there's nothing else to say about it. Last one was actually one that started very good, and that is Fairy Tail. And I know that I'm probably gonna get a little hate for this, and I'm very sorry, but like I enjoyed Fairy Tail when it started, I really did, and I just feel like it became such a mess, and it's like tangling itself up in itself, and it's just become this like weird anime that doesn't really make sense or stick to the story. So I don't know, I just don't feel like it's good anymore. But it started out good, like it was literally one of my top notches when it started. What are your thoughts on Yaoi and Yuri? I fucking love it. Yaoi and Yuri, I love it. And I ship so many. Favorite Yaoi and Yuri ships? I have 2 Yaoi ships. I'm gonna limit myself because this video is already very long. From Naruto, I have Sasori and Deidara, because those 2 are adorable together. Like, you can't even lie about it. If you saw those 2 together as a couple, you would also be like, yeah, those are pretty cute. The second one is Tiger and Bunny from Tiger and Bunny. I really shipped them, and I actually cosplayed it once. And then it's also Yuri, which is a Yuri series, so that's kind of funny. And that's Kyoko and Yui. I really ship those 2. Like, they are complete opposite in personality, but somehow they just really fit together, and I would like to see them as a couple. What anime do you think would make a very good game? Basically any shonen. Because with shonen you have so many opportunities to make it into combat gaming, and combat gaming is very big in the gaming industry, so it would become like very cool games. Like Naruto has amazing games. I really like the games, and now they're coming out with this big one with like all of the animes in it, and I'm very excited for that one. And they're also coming out with a Boku no Hero Academia game that I'm very excited about, which works because it is superheroes, and superhero has powers and villains, so that's like it works. And yeah, so like I think any shonen would become great games. What game would be a good anime? There I'm kind of torn, because games like Danganronpa and Persona, which are some of my favorite games, have very shit anime adaptations. But like now there's one ongoing that I'm currently watching called Angels of Death, which is also an RPG Maker game, and that one is actually a very good anime so far. I really enjoy it. But what if I could choose like a game, I would probably choose To the Moon, because the story in To the Moon is just beautiful, and I would love to see that visually beautiful in an anime movie, hopefully. And I actually think that's a thing, if I'm not like mistaken. Would you ever stop watching anime? I don't think so. That's basically asking if you're ever going to stop watching TV. Like, anime is TV for me. It's what I watch when I'm bored, when I'm going to eat, when I am with friends. That's currently what I'm watching, and I have been watching for so many years. So I don't think that's something I would stop doing anytime soon. Are you open about watching anime to everyone around you? Yes, because I can't lie about it. You can like physically look at me and be like, yeah, she's a fucking weeb. So I speak Japanese, and sometimes like a Japanese word slips, and then it will be like, how do you know Japanese? I've not just learned from anime, I've also learned from reading books and stuff like that, like teaching books and listening to other people talk it, etc. So I'm very interested in the language, but it's very easy to make that assumption, and of course I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't watch anime. Have you ever been to Japan? No, but I really want to. Like, that is one of my biggest dreams, to travel to Japan and to Korea. Hopefully one day actually live there. Even if it's just for a year, just like try it out, because I love the culture of both of those countries. I'm just so fascinated about everything. It's not just anime, it is literally about anything about Japan, anything about Korea. It just fascinates me. The country is visually beautiful. Like, that's one of the biggest dreams of mine. What anime was better than expected? I literally always expect the best of animes nowadays, because I haven't really often been like super let down. There is those three that I can remember that I've already mentioned a couple of times that really let me down. There was two that a friend of mine kept basically saying were shit a lot, so I expected very little from it when I started watching it, and that is Bakano and Fully Cooley. I started watching it and I was like, my friend has very bad taste, because I really like those. They were very good, and it is some of my favorites now. Who's your anime waifu? Every single girl in any anime. They're all mine. You can't have any of them. What's your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is the Evolution. Like, every single one from like the Eevee Spectre is my favorite Pokemon, and I really love them all. What's your favorite drawing style in animes? Basically the ones that don't have these super like huge eyes. If I were to say one that sadly is like Sailor Moon and Clannad and stuff like that, like that kind of art style kind of throws me off, because the eyes are too unrealistic, which doesn't make sense because anime isn't fucking realistic. But like most art style I really enjoy, but that kind of just like weirds me out. I don't know why. Which anime made you fall in love with anime? I don't really know, because I feel like the second I saw, like I heard language, I saw the art style, and I saw what stories the different animes had, I just instantly fell in love. I really remember My Neighbor Totoro and Princess Mononoke being something that really like stuck to my childhood when I was a kid. So I think like maybe those were the ones that made me fall in love with anime, but I'm not really sure, because again, I watched a lot. I watched Cowboy Bebop, I watched Ghost in the Shell, I watched Berserk, I watched Pokemon. There was a lot I watched as a kid, so I don't know what specifically made me fall in love with it, because I started very young watching it. It has basically my childhood. So what's your favorite manga genre? I really like horror manga. Horror manga is like top-notch for me, because it just makes it creepy and you expect something to happen all the time, and 90% of the time nothing happens, so it's just like the build-up scare, and that I really love about it. And like turning a page instead of watching it, it's just completely different. So horror is like one that I really like, and I also like really enjoy romance mangas. I just find it very cute. I like to read it. It makes me very happy. If you could only keep one manga, what would it be? I think it would be Blackbird or Beastmaster, because that was like the first mangas that I read, and so they're like kind of have a special place in my heart. They're very beautiful stories, both of them. They're more on the romance side, but they also have like this dark little secrets to them, so that makes them very interesting. I think I would choose Blackbird just because it's longer, so I would have more to read. What anime and manga would you like to forget and experience fresh? Every single favorite anime and manga that I have, basically, because to experience those fresh would be fucking amazing again. I don't think I have time to rewatch that many and reread, especially the ones that are like really touched my heart, like Erased, A Silent Voice, because that would be amazing to like just to revisit that feeling like for the first time watching those things. What is your favorite manga artwork? I think one of my favorite manga artworks that I can think of right now is Tsukete Iono, which is Say I Love You in English, because the art style of the manga is just so beautiful. I remember when I read it, I was just amazed and I was so immersed into how beautiful the art style was. Yeah, so I think that is the one that I'm gonna put the highest on my list, because that's just beautiful. Do you get offended if somebody doesn't like your favorite series or manga? No, I don't, because everybody has like different tastes and I don't like a lot of anime and manga that many others do, so I can't really judge. Is anime and manga better than Western animation and cartoons? No, it isn't better. I just prefer it because I like it because of the different stories, but I really like comics as well. Like Marvel is some of my favorite comics, and superheroes and some of the animations in Western style are really amazing, so I like both. I just basically have to pick and choose sometimes. Is anime and cartoon? If you were to look at anime as in cartoon, like objectively, it kind of is, yeah, because anime means animation and an animation is a cartoon, so it is, but if you look at the Western style, we name it as a Japanese animation, so it kind of isn't at the same time. It just is how you look at it. I see it as two different things because it has two different ways of portraying a story and how you draw it and etc and etc. My camera is dying again. Wow, break time! What manga would you introduce to somebody new to manga? I don't really know. To be honest, I would just like recommend them to download Manga Rock, which is an app, and just look around on the different genres that they generally like and see if they find something that they enjoy, because that's what I did, and that's how I found things that I enjoyed. Have you ever cosplayed, and which? I've cosplayed a lot. The ones that I can come up like on top of my head is Naruto and Hinata from Naruto, Len Kagamine, Hatsune Miku and Kaito from Vocaloid, Lizzie or Elizabeth from Kuroshichu, and L, Nair and Mello from Death Note. I have cosplayed a shit ton in the past. Would you like to cosplay more characters? Yes, I would really enjoy to start cosplaying again, because it was very fun. Like, I like dressing up, I like doing my makeup like an anime character, I like getting into characters and like playing them, so I would really like to do that again. And there are so many, so I don't know like who I should name, but like from new series and shows and etc, I would really like to try that out. What are your opinion on live action? Live action movies have been very disappointing for me. I don't like them. I haven't found one that I really like. The only live action thing that I have enjoyed is the Kuroshichu musical. I think it was the second musical. That one I really loved, and I really loved the songs. I know the songs like without lyrics, and I'm a really big fan of those. That's like the only live action that I know that I really enjoyed. The Death Note movie was a disappointment. They're making a second one. I don't know how that's gonna go. Fingers crossed that it's going well, but yeah. If you were to make your own manga or anime, what genre would it be? If it were a manga, I think I would like to make a psychological horror. Just because that's my favorite type of manga. If it was an anime, I think I would like to make like a shonen one, just because it is one of my favorite genres, and it's like easy to make into a game if you want to do that as well. So what anime and manga are you currently watching and reading? The current anime that I'm watching is basically they're ongoing at the moment, so that is Boku no Hero Academia, Angels of Death, Boruto, which I'm not really that impressed with, Attack on Titan Season 3, and Happy Sugar Life. So that is basically the animes that I'm watching at the moment. I am enjoying 4 out of 5, so I say that's pretty good. The mangas I'm currently reading are Killing Stalking. It's a manhwa, so it's like not a manga, but it's a manhwa from Korea. It's very, very good. I like the story. Like, it's very dark, but it's very cool. Then I'm watching. Then I'm reading Pumpkin Night and Prison Labs, which are psychological horror manga. They're really, really cool. I really enjoy that. And then I'm rereading Tenka because it is one of my favorite yaoi mangas. If you're really into yaoi, 10 Count is one for you. I think that was all the questions. If you're wondering more about me, you can join the Discord, the link is in the description, and you can ask me there directly because sometimes I remember more like later on, so that's like a very smart thing to do if you wanna know more. So yeah, that was my anime Q&A that you guys have been waiting for so many months. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I know it was very long. I am so sorry, but you guys went ham on the questions and I wanted to answer them all. So I'm gonna go and rest my throat now because I'm like, it is legit hurting because I've been talking too much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment if anything, follow all my social media if you want to stalk me. That's very fun. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, sleep, whatever you're doing. I'm cringy. Goodbye.